Nick Moody now ready to get this one started. And here we go from L.A. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Up down by Fred Warner. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 4. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. He's got a gain of 6 there. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the 48. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it brings up an L.A. first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Give to Williams from the gun. This is ahead for about 5. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Throw reeled in by Higbee. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now, Stafford. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Sly's kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Rolling out to his left. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That one gains 7. And that's a 49er first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Running back sent in motion. On 3rd down, Purdy. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
It's a punt coming from the Niners on 4th down, and Mitch Wisnowski out to boot it away. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60-plus. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff now. Stafford. Throw complete to Williams.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On second down, a run with Williams. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Another run for Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fields this at the 19. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. This one returned for 11 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They stick with McCaffrey. Has a lane past the 45. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Into the hands of Kittle. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw by Purdy. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. George Kittle, the intended receiver. So that brings up 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Out come the Rams on offense. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford has him on the quick hitter. Pushing it up past the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll send him over right. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Draw play. This is Williams. Broke through the tackle. And there was some space for him to run this up to the 34. They get 9 out of the run, but a chunk of yards remaining now on 4th down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ethan Evans on down to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He broke 50 on his 1st punt and looks to have done the same here. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt goes 63 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Pushing it up past the 30. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
1st down, ball at the 36. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. But that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun is Purdy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
They send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on third and long. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Going run again with McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get this to Samuel. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Purdy setting up that play action. Brought in by Ayuk near the sideline. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. Room to the right. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time to get the 2nd quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. They get 6 on the ground. That sets them up 3rd and goal from the 4.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Getting out to his left. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 2nd quarter lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights, and the 49ers take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Smith on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Straight ahead with Williams. Works his way to the 35. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Stafford now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. Able to hit Robinson, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here he is on 3rd and long. It's taken in by Williams. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Sly's kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Pressure comes, Purdy. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyren Williams again. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Give to Williams from the gun. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Stafford from the gun. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Finds his target, Robinson. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up an LA first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down by Fred Warner. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Catch made to right side by Nakua. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Stafford. Oh, not like this, an interception ends that drive. Jair Brown has it. Along the right sideline, there's space. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers grow their lead to 8. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Defense showing blitz. Stafford. Cup on the catch. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the